debate. Every city, every place, every time. But I am really looking forward to the debate tonight because I got to know Joe Biden really well. I knew him before because we were in the Senate together. And of course, I worked with him and saw his incredible work when he was vice president with Barack Obama. But I also got to know him in the campaign. And a lot of times campaigns can pull you farther apart. Well, we got closer together. I have some very funny memories from these debates. One of my favorites was when I was standing next to the vice president in one of the debates, and I think it was Tom Steyer was on the other side, and the two of them started arguing about something, and I was in the middle, and I was standing on this stool, this little box I had, because I was the shortest person on the stage by the end. Of course, I'm 5'4", average height, but I'm standing there and I realized they're hand motioning. And I'm like, okay, I can't get off this box because everyone will see I'm on a box. So I'm just gonna have to sit there. And there's a very funny picture of me standing there with the two of them going at it. And I remember thinking, well, Steyer was getting closer and closer. Vice President's staying where he is, but getting closer and closer. I go, well, if he knocks me off the box, he does have deep pockets. Well, in any case, here we are today, and everyone is united. I just think it's incredible what Bernie, Elizabeth, all of us have done. And we are so excited that Kamala, my friend, is on the ticket. We are so excited that she recently did a call with the great Tina Smith and on education, and had a bunch of people on there watching from our state, including, I'm sure, many of you. And that we also had Joe Biden in here recently up in Duluth and Hermantown. I got to be there, and he was really in fine form just after that CNN town hall that went really well too. I think you know what's on the ballot. I don't have to tell you. Healthcare is on the ballot, and climate change, as we see those fires rage on the West Coast, that's on the ballot. Decency and dignity are on the ballot. Trying to do something about the economic and racial divides on the country and actually take that on in a way that we work for everyone, that's on the ballot. But now even more is on the ballot with the tragic passing of Justice Ginsburg. You know, I look at her last wish. She said it was her fervent wish, those were her words, that she be replaced by the next president after the voters had decided. But Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump, they didn't have the decency or dignity to do that. When you vote in the next few weeks, if you haven't done it yet, you've got to think about that fervent wish. You've got to think about the fervent wishes of everyone around us. This idea that we could actually have competence back to manage us through this horrific pandemic. This idea that we could have compassion in the White House instead of president that goes after people, and after Charlottesville says there's two sides. No, there's not two sides when one side is the Ku Klux Klan. This idea that we could come to a day where I didn't have to stand outside of a glass window and look at my 92-year-old dad when he had COVID, thinking it was the last time I was going to see him. We have to look to the day after tomorrow, DFLers. But we're not going to get there if you don't vote. And I know you will, and you've probably made a plan, but why don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it tomorrow? Why don't you call everyone you know, people in your family, people all over the country, people that just make that your plan, right? If you've already voted, people that maybe are independent, moderate Republicans that you know from work or in your neighborhood, and ask them to do it. And then, by the way, once they commit, check in, take it on yourself and make sure that they did it. We can do this. So watch this debate with the excitement and the optimism of what we are going to get done together. Go at it. Because what did Michelle say? Your life depends on it. Vote that way, but also spread the word that way. I love all of you. I wish I could see you. I'm so looking forward, once we get through this, to give you a big hug. So let's watch the debate. Thanks, everyone.